Hey guys, it's Jess Love Style. I am going to go over a keto video today. If I am looking down like this, I'm looking at my laptop. Plan this out so I can go over everything, and I'm going to put some pictures or cards like right here so you can see kind of what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go over some keto basics, kind of a keto 101. I'm going to do some more videos on knowing what keto is about and like being able to be successful at it. So I am going to share some information that helps me, but I'm not a doctor. This information that I'm giving you is public. This is information that I found on Pinterest. I've also watched other people's YouTube videos. So I just want to make sure that you know that if you have any health issues, that you're going to your doctor first before you are jumping into a completely different lifestyle. And that could be really for anything and not just keto. So in this keto basics video, I'm just going to go over some things that are really essential to knowing, like, to start this lifestyle change. So I'm going to quickly go over what has worked for me and kind of my little journey in this world. So I was pretty much the same weight as my adult life the longest time, and I could never go like down from the scale, but I never really went up either. I was always really into eating healthy, but I really wanted to lose 30 pounds. So in April 2019 is when I started eating keto, and my goal was by September 2019, I wanted to lose 30 pounds, and I did. So I was really excited about that. And then now that it's like 2020, I'm like, I can lose 20 more pounds. I can do it. So I am on this health journey, and it's really a different way of eating. Like, I don't necessarily feel bad when I eat something that's not keto, like a bag of Doritos or something like that, because I know that it's like a once in a lifetime kind of thing. Then I'm going to go back to eating normal, and we grocery shop with a keto lifestyle. So I know the food in my house is keto friendly. So let me get started with some of the slides. So the first one that I'm going to put up here is what ketosis is. So really the YouTube version of it is that it puts your metabolism in a fat burning machine. And then the next one is this slide that really talks about like the basics of like how to lose weight, gain muscle, and maintain. So since I've lost the 30 pounds, I really have just maintained my weight loss. I know if I eat something I'm not supposed to, and 2 days of eating correctly, I'm able to lose whatever I gain. So I know that how to maintain it, but now that I really want to lose 20 more pounds, I'm going to really focus on the first one, which is protein and veggies, and that's really what you can do to lose weight. And then the next one I'm showing is the healthiest foods that are available. So really, if you're just taking the information from those two slides, protein, the veggies, and then making sure that you're adding in the other elements from that yellow slide. So like I know had almonds and raspberries, broccoli, salmon, getting those nutritions in will really help kickstart your lifestyle change. Okay. So I'm not going to go over much right now about the next thing, but it's called the keto flu. So I will make a different video on this, but if you want to pause and really look into this slide, the keto flu is basically a withdrawal feeling once you eliminate carbs and sugar, or at least really drop them from your diet. So you want to make sure that you are able to balance from it. So a big thing that I do is try to get more sleep, and then also drink pickle juice. But look on this slide and you can see other ways that can help that keto flu, and then stay tuned when I do more of a detailed video. Okay, so the next thing that you're really going to hear with keto is macros. So when I first did keto, I really did track, and I used an app. So here's an example of an app that you can use. I'm sure that you could just go onto your app store and just put in keto apps or macro trackers. But macros are really going to help you balance of what you're eating. So you want to make sure that you are getting in the 3 types of food. So I'm going to just put up some other screens, little screens up here, that you are eating lots of protein, healthy fats, and low carb items. So here's another slide that shows you how to balance your net carbs. So really you're taking, I apologize. So you're going to take your carbs minus the fiber and then minus sugar alcohol. So something to keep in mind is regular sugar, it's not sugar alcohol. So if it does say it on your packaging, you're able to subtract it. But also on that note, you want to make sure that you are eating the good sugars and not the bad sugars. So I'll put an example of that. And you can see that with the bad sugars, there's not even all of them. So like keep in mind that high fructose corn syrup is a bad sugar too. But if you are getting erythritol and stevia and monk fruit in your foods, your baked goods or your drinks, those things are going to be much better for you. And you can subtract those from your carbs. So now I've told you a little bit of like the things you can do or what you really want to pay attention to. So basically, what are you allowed to eat and what can you not eat? So this one was something that wasn't so hard for me to transition. I already didn't crave pasta and bread. It wasn't something I always had in my diet. We just didn't buy it. It wasn't something that we always had. Now this is for my adult life and my adult husband. Now my daughter eats mac and cheese and ramen noodles all the time. So right now I'm not super into my daughter's nutrition. I just want her to eat. So she does like her veggies. So any veggies we do get, she does eat them, but her main meal is probably a carb. So I am talking about if you are wanting to lose weight, this is a good diet to try, or lifestyle change. All right, so this is the best slide that I use. I really think about it when I'm grocery shopping. So you pick your your protein and then your veggies and what fat you can use. So screenshot that, and I will try to put a link down below that you can click on it for Pinterest. But that is a really great slide to use when you're grocery shopping. And then here's the next one. This one was something that was really good to keep in mind too, and while you're learning keto. So this is what you can eat and when you cannot eat. So this was a big realization for me, like what you couldn't eat. I was really surprised that carrots had carbs in them and also mangoes. So when I go out to eat or something, I really think about getting broccoli or green beans, things like that. Corn is not okay. Of course, it's better for you to be eating corn than bread, but also it does have a higher carb in it. But what I do love about keto in this slide is that I can eat cheese every single day. Every day you can eat some cheese. So the next thing we'll go over is some meal planning. Okay, so with meal planning, you really want to think about that slide that I showed earlier. I'll pop it up again. That you can really make meals out of the things that are on that list. So go crazy at the grocery store, buy a whole bunch of things that you're already like, oh, I like that. I'm interested. I'll eat that. And then meal plan around that. So I do have some meal plan videos and keto shopping, and also some of my recipes that I've made. So I will link that above and I'll put that down below. Also, you can look at my keto life playlist. So things to think about first is really to clean out your fridge and your pantry. Get rid of things that you should not be eating so they're not tempted. If you have stuff that's still boxed up or canned, donate it, and toss anything else that has a really high carb count or really bad sugars in it, and or finish them out if you know that you shouldn't be wasting food. But buy a lot of meats and veggies from those lists, and then you're able to stock your fridge and freezer with it. You're really not going to buy a lot of stuff that goes in your pantry, to be honest. We buy snacks for our daughter and food for our daughter, but most of the time when I'm eating, it's coming out of the fridge or the freezer. So when you're at the grocery store, you're really going to circle the back of the store. So you're going to go through all the produce and then all the meat departments and then down the dairy aisle. And we do get frozen veggies so they last longer for us, so we can do kind of more of a bulk grocery haul. And then we buy a lot of meat and we freeze that. So when we go grocery shopping, we spend about the same money, but we're able to get a couple weeks worth of food because we are really just buying stuff to put in our freezer. Okay, so then once you're like real meal planning, here's some ideas of keto snacks and keto like lunch, breakfast, those kind of things. And then also here's a picture of how the like some of your meal preps could look like. And you can do so much with the food. So don't think that this has to be like, oh my god, bread, what am I going to do without bread? There are recipes that you can make keto bread, so low carbs. Down below I have the Smart Baking Company. I do have a video on that also, so definitely check out my other videos and come back for my next video. Next week will be about intermittent fasting. So that's really after you kind of start your keto and you get the food out and you know what you're going to start eating, and then you're able to do the intermittent fasting, which will help regulate your body on like what you're eating. So I will talk to you guys soon.